Hey everybody, it's Flyin Ryan here with the review of the new Cheerson CX-31 UFO. This is basically a quadcopter disguised as an alien UFO. Pretty cool. I don't know if it's really come up before, but I'm quite a fan of aliens and just find it an interesting topic, and I just like this kind of design. If you've ever seen my hat cam, it actually has an alien head on it. Ever since Alien Workshop skateboards came out back in like the 90s or whatever, I've just been really intrigued by that design. So this is right up my alley. I just think this thing is so cool and so fun and unique. It flies well, actually. It's really a decent flying quad. I expected it to be a little more novelty and then not really work well, but it actually works surprisingly well. It even has a decent hobby grade style transmitter with sticks, and it kind of looks bald without an antenna of any sort. It looks a little bit weird, but you don't really need most of those antennas that come out are fake usually anyway, so pretty cool. Nice little clean trim transmitter. The buttons are on the face here, which for me as a pincher I'm not a huge fan of. They're a little awkward to get to. I usually prefer them up here. But this is your flip button, so you hit that and move the stick and it'll do flips, and it actually flips really well. This is your rate button, and it just says high-low, but it actually does have 3 different rates, and it only has one yaw rate, and it's a little on the slow side. I could go for a faster yaw, but for this, you're not going to be doing like funnels and stuff with this. This, looks better just kind of flying normal and smooth. So for what it is, I think the yaw rate is doable. And then it also has headless mode with this button over here, and then this button is non-functional. It comes with 2 spare props and 2 different size screwdrivers, which I just recently ranted about. Let's do away with the spare screwdrivers. I think we all have our own screwdrivers. And, with as much stuff as I review, I think I have about 100 of these at this point. And then, just giving me 2 spares, take the screwdrivers back and give me a full set of props. However, I don't really know how you would break a prop on this. You'd have to do some serious crazy crashing or something to break a prop, or I don't know, maybe one flies off and gets lost or something. So I don't think it's really going to be an issue, but when you're giving me 2 screwdrivers that I'm never going to use and then not a full set of props, I feel like that's kind of wasted, trying to save money there when you could have just kept your screwdrivers and gave me a full set of props. Anyway, it also comes with a USB charger and a nice big 500 milliamp hour battery. It takes about an hour and a half to charge, and you get about 6.5 minute long flights with about a 15-second LVC warning. And it does have LEDs all around the outside of the body, and so the front half is blue and the back half is red, so it's nice and visible and easy to keep your orientation. It has nice little rubber landing feet, so a nice soft landing. The battery bay is kind of interesting. You've got this little latch on the bottom here, and then the battery fits in there sideways like that. So it's a little bit tight. There's just a plug right there that the battery plugs into, so you kind of, put it in there and then get your plug in. But again, like, this doesn't have an on-off switch, so you're trying to mess with plugging that battery in there and then getting it level real quick, but so you can bind it and you don't mess up the accelerometer. So I really would have liked to see an on-off switch on this one with the weird battery compartment like that. Let's see. Oh, you can recalibrate it. Since it has a headless mode, there's an accelerometer calibration and there's a headless mode calibration, and I'm not sure which is which. Both sticks down to the left does something, and both sticks down to the right does something. So I'm not sure which is which, but doing either of those will make the LEDs blink, so that's how you recalibrate everything. And that looks like that's about all I got to say about it. So we'll go ahead and take it for a flight around the kitchen. We'll turn off the lights and do some UFO in the dark. So yeah, let's go check it out. Alright, this is the flight review of the Cheerson CX-31, little UFO guy. Pretty cool. Let's see. Start out on low rates. This thing's pretty cool, man. Looks like a real UFO flying around. Yaw rate doesn't change, a little bit slow. So no, not just a little bit, it's pretty slow. No funnels or anything with this one. Decent bank turn there. Ooh. Let's do some flips. A little bit slow on the recovery, this thing's a little bit heavy. And just due to the design, you can touch the ceiling. Kind of has, you know, prop guards just in its frame, but doesn't really work. Let's turn off some lights. Look at this thing in the dark. Oh, that looks pretty cool. This thing really needs a faster yaw rate. Orientation's pretty easy with the LEDs all the way around it like that. So you could fly this one in the dark, no problem. Alright, turn some lights back on. Pretty cool. Alright, well, I think that was about all there is to show, so we'll take it in for a landing. Beautiful. Alright, well there we go. That's the Cheerson CX-31 UFO. Pretty cool, especially if you like aliens. That's pretty neat. Realistic looking UFO to fly around the house. Alright, we'll check the video description for price and purchase link. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.